Many more questions for you, but I also have a corporate waiting by, so we're going to just take a breather from this chat. Prakash, invite you to listen in to the next conversation. RVNL is the stock on our radar. The company bagged a 408 crore rupee order from the NHAI in Andhra Pradesh last week. To get a sense of the order book visibility and how business is shaping up, we have Rajesh Prasad, the Director Operations at Rail Vikas Nigam, who's joining in. Mr. Prasad, good morning and thanks for joining in. Tell us a little bit about this order itself. What are the kind of timelines for execution and what does this take your total order book to?
Okay, so very good morning, Sonia ji and Mr. Anu Singhal. Today is one of the most auspicious day of Navratra. So I would like to wish all the investors and the Steam TV viewers for a happy, wealthy and joyous life ahead. And before I go back to your question, I must compliment Mr. Anuj for his elevation, which was just now mentioned by Mr. Prakash just now.
Thank you, sir.
And then congratulations to you to have the basically prestigious, most stylish anchor award, which I just saw 2-3 days back. So congratulations for that. And I just wanted to announce that very recently, about few days back only, the rating by CARE was done for RVNL. And we are happy to inform on behalf of the management that we have been rated AAA with outlook stable. And only yesterday there was another award announced by the UCI, that is the Urban Infra Communication, and RVNL was rated as the most admired PSU in rail infra development. So congratulations to the entire viewers and the investors of this particular company. Now coming back to the question about the new order of the NHAI. This order, this LOA was issued on 29th of September. This cost is about 408 crores. This connects Kakinada port to NH16. It is part of the Sagarmala and this is a EPC based. And if you see the basically this company's profile, it is only 1 year back we decided that we should have the verticals in the road sector and we should start bidding in the market. We opened a business development cell. Costing cell was part of this. We strengthened the design cell. We are in the process of making the procurement cell. We have made one legal cell. So we are fully prepared to enter into the market. And in FY 21-22, we faced orders to the tune of around 1,500 crores. And in FY 22-23, I'm happy to inform that we have received orders or likely to receive orders in next 7 days. It is of the order of about 3,500 crores. Regarding this 4,800 crore, 408 crores of NHI project, this is going to be altogether a new experience. It is on EPC mode, but it is not new to us. A few months back, we had faced one order on HAM model from NHI only in Himachal Pradesh. And besides that,
so
we had also
three
orders for the consultancies. Yeah.
Sure,
yes,
sure.
yes,
can you tell us what does this mean in terms of your overall revenue growth as well? I think on a quarterly basis, you're doing revenues of around 4,600, 4,700 crores. What could it go up to?
Yeah, see, last year we had a turnover of around 19,381 crores without GST. And this year, last time during the interview, I had said that the top line will be around 22,000 crores plus. And the bottom line, the PAT will be around 1,100 crores plus. So the same kind of growth we are expecting. And we are as per the timeline. It is not only the financial progress, in the physical part also. See, up to September, we have commissioned more than 400 kilometers of the track, the railway infrastructures. And in FY 21-22, it was around 200 kilometers. And in terms of the expenditure or the capex, it is again much above the target which we have been given. And we are sure that the orders which we are getting from the market, the order book which we are having, we will be able to achieve that.
Okay, all right. Mr. Prasad, we'll leave it at that. Thanks a lot for joining in and all the best for the future. So that's RVNL winning a slew of orders and a good growth in their overall order book as well. Prakash, Diwan, any thoughts on this stock? I mean, it's not done anything actually in the last, to be fair, in the last 6 months or so. But based on the order wins, do you see any upsides for RVNL?
So interestingly, this is a space that doesn't come with any major re-rating triggers. It's to that extent, it's a boring EPC business. Defined margins, conversion of orders into inventory would be very what do you call within some constrained kind of levels. But interestingly, what's happening is that the track improvement and upgradation that's underway and will keep on scaling up is in tandem with the kind of traffic that the railways expects on goods and passenger this thing side. So I think from that angle, it's a story that's great for a long-term investor. It's a no-brainer. You buy into this story, you stay for 10 years, you will continue to get at least better than market returns. So, from the IPO as well, it's done about 50-60% if you look at, but it's been lumpy. It's not going to be very dramatic in terms of rise and fall. But I think it's a steady state kind of a compounder. But I mean, there are far better opportunities, of course, when you look at this size or this spot. But otherwise, I don't think it's going to make this order is going to make a big difference immediately. But in the long run, it definitely offers a lot of promise.
Prakash, how to approach Z now? Because, this whole chatter about the CCI clearance. This morning, there's a report that they're closing down or offered to close down an entertainment channel which has a good market share, if that helps, pass this deal. So obviously there's clearly some desperation to get this clearance. But the stock has been struggling a bit of late. Your views?
So Anuj, if this merger doesn't go through, I mean, you really don't have much of, what's life beyond the merger or sans the merger for Z. There's really nothing much left. They've kind of given in to all the erosion in market share, some properties, as you rightly said. This is something to probably comply with those competition commission norms. But it's something where my sense is that it pays for a risk taker to buy into the stock with the hope and promise that the merger will go through. And once that happens, the behemoth that gets created, and that's what everybody is worried about, and hence all these trimmings that you see or hear of, it's going to be very interesting. From a fair value perspective, with post-merger, I would put Z as at 330, 340 zones, if everything continues to be the same in terms of the revenue metrics. So from here, it's a very decent 70-80% upside, which you could look at. And interestingly, the timelines are now getting much more contracted. So it's not even a very long time wait that you would have to do. So I think it's a good opportunity to take a punt, but it's a high risk trade. It's not for the faint-hearted, because you could come up with a news flow which is so negative that the stock might kind of react very negatively or stay where it is for a long period of time.
All right, Prakash, a bunch of other questions, but we have to take a commercial break. So let's do that now. There is 12 minutes to go for the pre-open session at 9. We also have Sudarshan Sukhani and Shrikant Chauhan joining in for some technical trading ideas on the other side. Stay tuned.